In the exquisitely decorated bedroom, the uniquely designed lotus wall lamp emitted a faint, serene light. The thin violet curtains swayed gently with the breeze, making Emily's beautiful face appear even more ethereal than the moonlight. She sat on the bed, staring blankly at Nathan, who was sleeping soundly beside her. Crystal tears streamed down her cheeks continuously.
How could he tell me to leave his room, after everything?
Emily's slender fingers clutched the bedsheet tightly. In the 2 years of their marriage, Nathan had treated Emily as if she were a class enemy. In his eyes, she was not his wife but a piece of filth he didn't even want to look at.
Why is his heart so cold? No matter what I do or say, he just won't believe me. In his heart, there's only Sophia, never me.
Emily sniffled and wiped away her tears. She gently leaned down, her slender arms wrapped around Nathan's neck, and she kissed him earnestly on the lips.
Sophia, you are so beautiful, I love you so much.
Emily's tears flowed even more fiercely. Even at such a moment, he still wanted to be with Sophia. He thought he was entwined with Sophia.
Nathan, why?
The next morning.
Are you so desperate for a man? All you know is how to drug people. What else can you do besides that?
Nathan grabbed Emily's hair without any pity and yanked her off the bed, throwing her to the floor. Already in pain, Emily almost fainted from the impact.
Nathan, why are you doing this?
Because you disgust me. Ha, your words are funny. How is it degrading to be intimate with my own husband? But you, calling another woman's name while being with your wife, what does that mean?
What does it mean? I love the pure and kind Sophia. Someone like you, who only knows how to use tricks. I don't even want to look at you, let alone touch you.
Nathan's words were like poisoned daggers stabbing into Emily's heart, causing her immense pain.
So what? You don't want to touch me, you want to ignore me, but last night you were still intimate with me. You say I use tricks, so what? Are you keeping yourself pure for Sophia? Don't even think about it. You are my husband, it's your duty. Even if you want to divorce me, you still have to fulfill your duty.
Despicable woman.
Nathan was completely enraged by Emily's words. He could no longer control his emotions and slapped Emily's fair, delicate face. The slap was so heavy that the frail Emily was thrown like a doll, crashing into the dressing table. The mirror shattered, pieces falling, and Emily's hand pressed against the glass shards, bleeding profusely. Nathan didn't even look back as he turned and left. He never wanted to see this woman who had set a trap for him again. For the next month, Nathan didn't come home. Every time he saw Emily, he felt disgusted and wanted to stay far away from her. The lonely Emily could only see her handsome and charming husband in newspapers, on TV, and in fashion magazines. But every time he appeared in public, there was always another beautiful girl, Sophia, nestled in his arms. Nathan had asked Emily for a divorce several times, but Emily gritted her teeth and refused to give in. She didn't want to give up her place to Sophia. So, rather than being a married couple, Emily and Nathan were more like resentful partners. Emily wept as she gently caressed Nathan's photo. The handsome young man in the picture was as bright as the sun and as gentle as a clear spring, just like when they first met. Suddenly, Emily's phone rang. She picked it up and saw a name she didn't want to see, Sophia.
What do you want?
Sophia's voice was still charming and seductive over the phone.
My dear sister, how are you?
Emily's grip on the phone tightened, and she gritted her teeth.
Do you think I'm doing well?
Since Sophia was born, their adoptive parents had completely stopped caring for Emily, wishing they could throw her out. Sophia had always bullied Emily since they were young. She never treated Emily as a sister, but in front of Nathan, she always appeared gentle and kind. Only when no one was around, especially in front of Emily, did she show her true sharp and sinister nature.
Of course, I know you're not doing well because your man is always by my side. How could you be doing well? I'm happy when you're not doing well. But my dear sister, how can you be so shameless? Nathan's heart isn't with you, yet you shamelessly cling to him. I really feel embarrassed for you.
Shameless? You're the shameless one. You deceived Nathan. It was me who saved him, but you claimed it was you. You even conspired with our parents to deceive him.
Emily was trembling with anger. Every time she thought about how her adoptive parents and Sophia had conspired against her and deceived Nathan, her heart ached.
Ha ha ha, you say I deceived him, so I did? Nathan believes me. He thinks you're the one who deceived him. At least your shameless way of getting him makes him disgusted with you for life. All right, I'm too lazy to argue with you. Nathan is drunk at my place. Come and take him back. He wore me out all night yesterday. I'm exhausted and need a good rest.
Emily's heart ached. So, Nathan had spent the night with Sophia. Nathan, you're too much.
Come and take him back. Maybe while he's drunk, you can take advantage of him, kiss him, touch him. Otherwise, when would you ever have the chance? Don't say I don't think of you as my sister. Ha ha.
Sophia's unrestrained voice came through the phone, and Emily couldn't bear it any longer and hung up. Nathan's words were like poison daggers stabbing into Emily's heart, causing her immense pain.
What does it mean? Emily, I love the pure and kind Sophia. Someone like you, who only knows how to use schemes. I don't even want to look at you, let alone touch you.
So what? You don't want to touch me, you want to ignore me, but last night you were still intimate with me. You say I use schemes, so what? Are you keeping yourself pure for Sophia? Don't even think about it. You are my husband, it's your duty. Even if you want to divorce me, you still have to fulfill your duty.
Nathan was completely enraged by Emily's words. He could no longer control his emotions and slapped Emily's fair, delicate face. The slap was so heavy that the frail Emily was thrown like a doll, crashing into the dressing table. The mirror shattered, pieces falling, and Emily's hand pressed against the glass shards, bleeding profusely. Nathan didn't even look back as he turned and left. He never wanted to see this woman who had set a trap for him again. Nathan's words cut deep, like poison daggers, wounding Emily's heart.
What does it mean? Emily, I love the pure and kind Sophia. Someone like you, who only knows how to manipulate. I don't even want to look at you, let alone touch you.
So what? You don't want to touch me, you want to ignore me, but last night you were still close to me. You say I use schemes, so what? Are you keeping yourself pure for Sophia? Don't even think about it. You are my husband, it's your duty. Even if you want to divorce me, you still have to fulfill your duty.
Nathan, enraged by Emily's words, lost control.
Despicable woman!
He slapped Emily hard, throwing her into the dressing table. The mirror shattered, and her hand pressed against the glass shards, bleeding profusely.
He didn't even look back as he turned and left. He never wanted to see this woman who had set a trap for him again.
It hurts so much.
Emily felt dizzy and in pain, her arm throbbing with a sharp ache. She slowly opened her eyes and saw herself lying in a hospital room, her head wrapped in bandages, and her arm in a cast. She realized that although she hadn't died, she had become severely injured. The room was empty, and Emily felt incredibly thirsty. she saw a thermos on the bedside table and struggled to move towards it to pour herself a glass of water. The door to the hospital room was kicked open, and Emily looked up to see her adoptive parents storming in, their faces full of disgust and anger towards her.
Dad. Mom.
David grabbed Emily's hair and dragged her off the bed, throwing her harshly to the ground. Already with a broken arm, Emily's arm hit the ground hard, and a sharp pain spread through her body, almost causing her to faint.
Useless girl, vile girl, I'll teach you a lesson.
David cursed as he punched and kicked Emily, completely ignoring her injuries. Karen wasn't idle either. She cursed Emily while yanking at her hair, pulling out several strands of her dark, beautiful hair. Emily's head, already injured, now suffered even more.
Useless girl, we should never have adopted you. You should have stayed in the orphanage. How dare you harm your sister? I'll make you regret it.
Yes, we should have let her fend for herself. Useless girl, I warn you, divorce Nathan and give the position of Mrs. Nathan to Sophia, or you'll regret it.
Give it back? Why should I give it back? This is my rightful place. Dad, Mom, you know it was me who risked my life to save Nathan. I almost lost my life to save him, but you deceived Nathan for the sake of your biological daughter marrying into a wealthy family. Doesn't your conscience hurt?
Spit, we raised you for over 20 years, and you still compete with your sister for a man. You should be the one with a guilty conscience.
If Sophia truly loved Nathan, it would be one thing. But Sophia doesn't genuinely love Nathan. When I brought Nathan home, you all wanted me to throw him out. Sophia was living with another man at the time. But when you found out he was the heir to the Luke Corporation, you changed your attitude and lied that Sophia saved him.
Her words made David and Karen feel a bit embarrassed, but after a brief moment of awkwardness, they hardened their hearts again. Karen stepped forward and slapped Emily several times.
How dare you accuse us, you ungrateful wretch! I'll teach you a lesson.
Emily was beaten so badly by her adoptive parents that she nearly fainted. At that moment, David's phone rang, and he and Karen hurriedly left Emily behind. Emily sat dazedly on the cold floor, the physical pain not matching the pain in her heart. They, in order to marry their biological daughter into a wealthy family, had truly lost all sense of shame. Nathan's words felt like poisoned daggers stabbing into Emily's heart, causing her immense pain.
What does it mean? Emily, I love the pure and kind Sophia. Someone like you, who only knows how to use schemes, I don't even want to look at you, let alone touch you.
So what? You don't want to touch me, you want to ignore me, but last night you were still intimate with me. You say I use schemes, so what? Are you keeping yourself pure for Sophia? Don't even think about it. You are my husband, it's your duty. Even if you want to divorce me, you still have to fulfill your duty.
Nathan was completely enraged by Emily's words. He could no longer control his emotions and slapped Emily's fair, delicate face. The slap was so heavy that the frail Emily was thrown like a doll, crashing into the dressing table. The mirror shattered, pieces falling, and Emily's hand pressed against the glass shards, bleeding profusely. Nathan didn't even look back as he turned and left. He never wanted to see this woman who had set a trap for him again.
But Nathan, this pool incident is really serious. My agent said many media outlets are spreading rumors, saying I'm the third party who came between you and my sister, that I forced her to lose her mind and try to drown me. I'm so wronged. This is what makes me not want to live. Who wants to be labeled as a homewrecker? I'm clearly not. I'm clearly the one you love the most. It's my sister who took the man I love, but I...
Sophia's tears fell like pearls from a broken necklace, one by one, glistening and round. Her appearance made Nathan's heart ache even more.
Sophia, don't worry. I will definitely divorce her. The one I want to marry is you. Facing that filthy and disgusting woman every day makes me sick.
Sophia was even happier, a cunning light flashing in her eyes.
But my sister has been vain since she was young. She finally married into a wealthy family and won't easily give up the title of Mrs. Nathan. Actually, she's quite pitiful. She's an orphan, abandoned by her biological parents since childhood. How can her mind be bright and sunny? Her special environment and background made her selfish and sensitive.
Don't worry, I'll make her divorce.
Sophia clung tightly to his chest, feeling like laughing out loud. Emily, do you still think you won't divorce? Emily stayed in the hospital for more than half a month, and Nathan never came to see her. Although he often came to the hospital, it was only to visit and take care of Sophia. It was as if Emily wasn't his wife, but Sophia was. He even forgot to hire a caregiver for Emily. Every day, she had to pour her own water, let alone handle more difficult tasks like going to the bathroom or getting dressed. Many people in the hospital gossiped behind her back. Emily knew that it was rare for a wealthy young lady to end up like her, making those people see something new.
Nathan really has no feelings for me anymore. No matter what I say or do, he won't believe me. He has no interest in listening to my thoughts.
Thinking of this, she felt maybe she should give up. What's the point of continuing like this? After being discharged, Emily specifically hired a divorce lawyer. The divorce agreement was drafted quickly. They didn't have many ties, and Emily was already disheartened, not wanting to waste any more time. When Nathan received the divorce agreement, Emily was already on vacation in Switzerland, thousands of miles away. When the phone rang, she answered it on speaker.
Mr. Nathan, if you have no objections to the agreement, please sign it. We'll both be happy.
You!
What? Mr. Nathan, are you reluctant to let me go? If you have any questions, please contact my lawyer. I'm very busy right now.
With that, Emily hung up the phone. The wine glass reflected her delicate profile. Looking at the Swiss night sky, she took a deep breath.
Since Nathan likes Sophia, I wish them a long and happy life together. I am beautiful on my own, and that is just fine.
The end.